Do you know why King's Indian and dozens other openings carry the word Indian? Or why the most famous chess opening, Queen's Gambit name, is actually incorrect? 5 chess openings, 5 stories nobody taught you. Let's go! French Defense is named after a single match 200 years ago that French played against the English. This is the French Defense. Black builds a solid structure but often gets under heavy attacks. If Black holds, counterattack is coming soon after. In 1834, London and Paris played a chess match by correspondence, one move at a time by post. One Paris player, Jacques Chamoulier, convinced his teammates to adopt e6 as their defense. Paris won 2-0. The defense got France's name forever. The opening had already existed since 15th century, over 300 years before Paris gave it a name. The first world champion Wilhelm Steinitz refused to play it his entire career. His verdict? The dullest of all openings. The bishop on c8, trapped behind Black's own pawns, became so notorious it earned its own name, the French bishop. Widely considered one of the worst pieces in chess, Steinitz was wrong. Or at least some world champions disagreed. Botvinnik and Petrosian made it the primary weapon. Around 20 years ago, it briefly even overtook e5 to become the second most popular response to e4, a move that had been played for centuries. French defense is also our family response to e4. All 3 of my kids and I play it for years now. If you're enjoying this, a like helps more people find it. Vienna Game is a permanent reminder of one of European capitals from the past and a coffee house culture from a forgotten era. The Vienna Game looks like this. Vienna was no ordinary city, the capital of Europe for centuries and the chess capital of Europe at the time. Home to Mozart, Beethoven, Freud, but also Steinitz, Tartakover and Spielmann, 3 of the strongest players of their era. Chess was part of the coffee house culture. The opening was part of the city. After World War I, it declined sharply. One source put it plainly. The Vienna Game faded like the Austro-Hungarian Empire it came from. It came back. Today it is one of the most popular weapons for players wanting to avoid the heavily memorized theory of the Ruy Lopez and the Italian game. One of its variations is officially called the Frankenstein Dracula variation, named for its spectacularly wild complications. Yes, there is a clear link of King's Indian and other Indian openings with India. This is the King's Indian defense. Black lets white take the center, then destroys it. In the 1850s, a Scottish lawyer, John Cochrane, was stationed in Calcutta. He played chess against a local Brahmin called Moheshunder Banerjee, a man who had never been beaten at chess in his region. Banerjee played setups unusual to Europeans at the time, fianchettoed bishops, indirect pressure on the center. He wasn't used to pawns moving 2 squares. In Indian chess, they moved only 1, so he developed his pieces differently. European players noticed. They called the style Indian. The kings was added in the mid-20th century. The fianchetto happens on the king side, near the king, not the queen side. Until the 1930s, the King's Indian was considered deeply suspect at the top level. 3 Soviet players rehabilitated it in the 1940s. By 1953, almost 1 in 5 games at the candidates tournament opened with it. All world champions known for their attacking style, Fischer, Kasparov and Tal, chose King's Indian as their weapon. An Indian Brahmin style of play chosen by 3 world champions. Every opening has a story. Subscribe for a new story every Tuesday and Saturday. The most famous chess opening in the world, watched by millions of people on Netflix. And it is called wrong. This is the Queen's Gambit. White offers a pawn, but even if Black takes it, they can't actually keep it. The name is misleading. Every gambit is sacrificing a pawn for development. But in Queen's Gambit, Black cannot hold the pawn without falling seriously behind in development, so there is nothing being sacrificed really. The opening first appeared in Göttingen manuscript of 1490, one of the oldest chess documents in the world. The name Queen's Gambit refers to which pawn starts the game, the queen's pawn, d4, as opposed to the king's pawn. That is the only reason for the name, not the queen, just a pawn in front of the queen at the beginning of the game. In the 1927 World Championship, Capablanca and Alekhine played it in 32 out of 34 games. The two best players in the world agreed on almost nothing, except this opening. Netflix changed everything, even in chess. 62 million households watched Queen's Gambit in the first month. I was impressed how they managed to bring the tense chess atmosphere to the screen. Chess set sales up 87%, chess book sales up 603%. Gotham Chess called it single-handedly the biggest thing that ever happened to chess. The most famous chess opening in the world. Chigorin was an orphan who quit the police force to play chess and built an opening his opponents called almost heretical. This is the Chigorin Defence. Black's knight goes where classical theory says it shouldn't. Mikhail Chigorin lost both parents at age 10 and was raised in an orphanage described as a place of fear and continuous punishment. He learned chess at 16, didn't take it seriously until his mid-20s, then quit a secure job at a police station to pursue chess professionally, at a time when professional chess barely existed in Russia. His opening violates every classical principle at once. It blocks the c-pawn, concedes the center, and invites trading a bishop for a knight. Tarrasch, who believed chess had laws, considered it almost heretical. In the 23rd game of the 1892 World Championship, with the match level, Chigorin had a winning position. He missed a forced mate in two. He lost the game, he lost the match. He never played for the world title again. He is considered the founder of the Russian school of chess. Before Chigorin, Russia was not taken seriously internationally. Botvinnik, Smyslov, Alekhine, they all trace the line back to him. He is one of the greatest players from the past who never became world champion. 5 opening names, 5 stories nobody taught you. Subscribe for more from Chess Dad every Tuesday and Saturday.